The Tsukuba International Center of JICA, which stands for the Japan International Cooperation Agency, is located in Tsukuba Science City, a city that coexists in harmony with nature. JICA provides training courses for participants from other countries as part of its assistance to developing countries. The Tsukuba International Center provides training mainly on agriculture, rural development, and related science and technology. The Tsukuba International Center accepts about 1,000 participants from around 100 countries each year as part of its training program. The Tsukuba International Center also works closely with the local people in various activities. Participants therefore enjoy exposure to Japanese traditions and culture and get to know local Japanese families. We are going to show you how to assemble a pipe house, just one of our many training topics. A pipe house is a simple agriculture facility consisting of a framework of pipes and plastic film covering the framework. Pipe houses are widely used for vegetable cultivation in Japan. Here are the main features of the pipe house. Since it is covered by plastic film, the inside stays warm and protected against the cold outside. Since it is covered by plastic film, crops are protected from the rain and wind. Entry of insects can be prevented while maintaining normal ventilation by stretching a screen such as cheesecloth over the pipe house. Stretching a shading cloth over it can reduce the strong sunlight. The pipe house creates a good environment for growing crops and allows enforcing culture or retarding culture. That means you can bring forward or delay the growing season and eventually stabilize the market prices and farm management. The pipe house is also an effective way to protect valuable seedlings. Now let's see how to assemble a pipe house. The major structural features of the pipe house are: it is composed of arch pipes and their supporting pipes, so the structure is very sturdy. Durable plastic film is used. You can easily extend the pipe house by adding more pipes. Basically, two kinds of pipes are used for the pipe houses: straight pipes and arch pipes. If arch pipes are not available, you can make them by bending straight ones. In that case, flatten the end of the pipe so that it can be easily inserted into the ground. Be careful to use the right joint fittings and fasteners, as they come in various types depending on the use. Now you start assembling after making sure you have all the parts. First, mark the layout in the field where you will build the pipe house. Mark accurate right angles to form a rectangle on the ground. Set up the pipe house parallel with the direction of ridges. After deciding where to build the pipe house, set a level line to check for any level difference of the ground. This is one method of checking the levelness by using water. If there is a level difference, make the ground level. Determine where you will insert the arch pipes into the ground. Set the interval of pipes to about 45 centimeters. Mark the positions on the ground along both longitudinal sides so that the pipes stand at the same positions on both sides. After setting all the positions, use a stake to dig holes into the ground to insert the arch pipes. The appropriate depth of penetration in the ground is roughly 40 centimeters. When making holes, place a mark on the stake to show how deep the stake should go in. Pull out the stake gently so that it doesn't bury the hole. After drilling holes, erect the arch pipes. Place a mark also on each arch pipe to show the depth of penetration. Erect the pipes and check that all the pipes stand to almost the same height. This is how the pipe house under construction looks from the front after erecting all the pipes. These are metal fittings to join arch pipes. Use these fittings to connect pipes on the right and left sides. Be careful to connect them pair by pair. Apply a straight pipe to the top joints of the arch pipes and fix them. Use a banding wire to fix the pipes. Use special fittings for the top ends for fixing. Set a straight pipe at the middle height of the side row of arch pipes. Use banding wires to fix them. Attach a banding wire from inside to outside and then fix it inside. When a straight pipe is not long enough, join two pipes together to make a longer pipe. Use straight pipes to reinforce the lower part of the sides of the arch pipes. When building a larger pipe house or a pipe house in a windy place, use arch pipe braces for reinforcement. Reinforce the front and back of the pipe house. When a pipe is too long, cut it off with a saw. Use special fittings to fix the ends of the pipes. The top end should be inside so that the pipe ends do not break the plastic. Curved parts of the arch pipes may be fixed by changing the angle of the fittings. Make sure that the top ends of the screws are also inside. The framework is now completed. This is the front of the pipe house. And this is the back. When framing is completed, make a furrow around the outside of the pipe house to bury the bottom edges of the plastic film. Stretch cheesecloth over the pipe house before covering it with the plastic film. Use plastic fasteners to pinch the cheesecloth to the pipe. This is the fastener pinching the cheesecloth seen from the inside. Stretch the film from down to up. Fix the film together with the cheesecloth. In doing so, take up the slack to tightly stretch both the cheesecloth and the film. When the film is stretched over the bottom part, place soil over the bottom edges of the film, then stomp on the covering earth to make it hard. Then drive stakes around the outside of the pipe house at an equal interval. These stakes are used to hook cords that tie around the entire pipe house for reinforcement. The cords will go through these rings of the stakes. The stakes are spiral in structure, so they won't be easily pulled out even under strong force. Attach a door for entry. Determine the length of the cord to hold and reinforce the film. Tie a weight to the end of the cord and throw it over the top of the pipe house to the other side. If you use soil as a weight, it won't injure anyone if it hits them. Set the length of the cord slightly longer than it seems necessary, since it needs to allow for the length used for tying around the pipe. Make a bundle of length equal to half the required length. Make as many turns as the number of cords required and cut one end to make all the necessary cords. Attach the film to the middle part and fix the upper edge only. Detach the cheesecloth fasteners and then fix the cheesecloth and the film together. Tie one end of the film holding cord to the pipe. Tie them tightly. Put a big roofing film over the pipe house. This job requires about 7 to 10 people. You can do it smoothly if you keep holding the bottom edge of the film downward. Now tie the reinforcement cords. Arrange people to hold down the film, throw the cords, and receive the cords, and make sure everybody knows what to do. Reinforcing cords should be placed between the pipes. Upon receiving the cord, tie it to the pipe. While you are tying cords, fix the film at the front and rear of the pipe house. Here, there are no cords for reinforcement, so you have to fix the film firmly using many plastic fasteners. This completes the roofing of the pipe house with film. To finish off, apply the film over the entrance door. The pipe house is finally constructed. By moving up the middle part, you can easily ventilate the inside of the pipe house. As it is double-walled, consisting of the film and the cheesecloth, no insects can get inside the pipe house. Once a pipe house is built, it will usually last for a long time until it is damaged by a very strong wind. But film needs to be replaced periodically. If small holes appear in the film, repair them with extra film, cut to fit the sizes of the holes. Next, let's look at how to assemble a tunnel. Tunnels are generally assembled after sowing or planting. A tunnel is a simplified version of a pipe house. In Japanese farmhouses, they grow low-standing crops, such as watermelons, in tunnels. When the outside temperature is very low, a tunnel may be set up within the pipe house to keep the temperature higher for crops. A tunnel requires fewer parts and is easy to set up. To begin, mark the layout for the tunnel on the ground. Then erect pipes at fixed intervals. Drive hooks along both sides of the tunnel for tying cord. Drive the hooks at a certain angle to prevent the cord from being easily pulled out. Insert the end pipe diagonally into the ground at both ends of the tunnel. This is to ensure stronger tension when the film is wrapped over it. Drive a stake to fasten the film at either end. Then, tie the 3 end pipes and the stake with the cord to prevent the film from becoming slack. This shows when reinforcement at either end is completed. Now stretch film over the tunnel. Draw in the central part of the film and tie knots. Hook the knots on the stake and use a cord to securely fasten the film to the stake. Do the same steps for the other end of the film and tightly fasten it to the stake. When fastening to the stake, pull the film tight to take up the slack. String the reinforcing cord zigzagging over it and along the tunnel. When placing the cord on the hook, wrap it around the hook clockwise for cross-hooking. If you do it this way, the cord will easily become loose. Check this drawing and learn the correct hooking method. Dig a furrow in the ground at both ends of the tunnel. Put the bottom edge of the film into the furrow, cover the furrow with earth, and tightly compact it. Now the tunnel is completed. As you have just seen, the tunnel has fewer parts and can be set up quickly with fewer people. By turning the side of the film up and down, you can easily open and close it and provide good ventilation. After harvesting the crops, disassemble the tunnel. It is also easy and quick to disassemble the tunnel. The pipes, stakes, and cords may be reused, so they should be kept together. Remove all soil before storing these parts. Now let's review what we've learned about how to assemble a pipe house in a tunnel. When you assemble a pipe house, the important points are: make the ground as level as possible to eliminate differences in level. Keep the tops of the pipes to the same height. Do not extend the ends of the top pipe outside the side end pipes so as not to damage the film. The important points when assembling a tunnel are: securely fasten the 3 side pipes and the stake with the cord to stretch tight the film for each side. Wrap the reinforcing cord around the hook crosswise to prevent the cord from becoming loose. When disposing of the film, be sure to do so in an environmentally correct way. Soil management is essential for cultivation using a pipe house. Particularly when you continuously cultivate crops, specific salts such as nitrogen and phosphorus tend to accumulate. How is it handled in Japan?
やはり、栽培の元でありますこのパイプハウスの土、この土作りをね行ってはいけないと思うんですね。トレーニングセンターの馬糞を中心にね、土作りをやってきました。今もそれね基本的には変わりないんですけどね、どうも毎年、馬糞を入れますとちょっと肥沃しすぎると、そういう点がありましてね、今回はもみ殻と燻炭を用意しまして、入れてあります。
Here in Japan, effective use of a pipe house means more than simply learning how to set it up. It also involves research and practice of soil improvement. How do you feel now, having learned how to make pipe houses?
So if a farmer is to construct a plastic house, I feel it will be easy for that farmer to construct because they are already organized. They already have the spirit of helping each other. It won't be difficult. But then when it comes to material, especially the pipes, I think most farmers like from Malawi cannot afford to buy those pipes. But with modification, they can use things like bamboo or even blue gum as to replace the pipes. But then the plastic itself is available. They can afford it.
Pipe houses and tunnels are relatively inexpensive and easy to handle agriculture facilities, and you can make great use of them if you have good ideas. I highly recommend them as a good way to create a better environment for growing vegetables.